Hello everyone, my name is Ojomo Wasilat. Everybody calls me Ojomo. This is a testimony of how good Elohim is. So I remember some years ago, like 2008, I started coughing and I didn't know what exactly was wrong. We thought, oh, maybe maybe just cough here and there, and it was consistent and it was getting bad. I was getting skinny. I took a lot of cough syrup and everything. There was this woman that saw me and was like, "Ah, she was that." Like, "Oh, she's coughing." I'm like, and she's been coughing for like a year. What's wrong?" And they're like, the woman was like, "Are you bubble sure it's not TB?" So what am I supposed to do? So I was like, "Oh, I'm going to die." So I think it really got all of us scared. Really got us scared. And they did the scan and everything, and they went on and on and on and on. And I remember they're like, "Oh, you have tuberculosis. This thing, you have to take drug." And the worst part is that tuberculosis doesn't go without a year treatment. So you have to take drug for 365 days. If you miss one day, you start again. But I remember one night, it was 1 a.m. and I literally crawled out of my house outside. I knew from dealings, from hearing people, at least I lived amongst Christians, so I knew that there was one God somewhere. I knew that there was someone who was probably powerful more than every other person. I just crawled out and I'm like, so I just stayed outside, breeze now. My breeze touched me. I've been inside the house for the longest of time, and I remember I said I would not forget in my life, because that was the beginning of my journey walking with God. And I was outside and I'm like, I am tired. Then I said, like, I know that God exists, that if you save me from this sickness, I will serve you for the rest of my life. That was a Muslim girl, and all of a sudden it felt like something left. So now I can say, okay, I gave my life to Christ. I can attest to the workings of spiritual things. I say, oh, okay, there's one spiritual hand. I was just a Muslim girl. So if I tell you that something left me, I'm not twisting it for you. It was like something left me. I started responding to treatment. Everything changed. Let me not even lie. I did not finish my drug. See, the way I am now, nobody can tell me that God doesn't exist. Like, I went to school, I heard about Christ, I gave my life to Christ, then I began to realize that it was God who saved me.